As the skies gray and the trees slowly shed down to skeletal remains, my soul grays and my body begins to feel dead inside. November is upon us, which means we've fully entered the trimester of loneliness, the 4-month period between Halloween festivities and Valentine's Day when those of us who are forever alone feel even more so. That is not to say we lonely Eeyores have no one. Those of us who actively live through chronic loneliness may even have access to company. We may even be lucky enough to have family or friends willing to spend time with us, or have family or friends who even long to see us. But loneliness is not that simple. As a man in his mid-30s who's never been in a romantic relationship and has only once ever made it to what one can call a second date, I can tell you that loneliness is not as simple as having people willing to spend time with you. Loneliness is not about the company you have, it's about the company you're missing. And nothing reminds the lonely individual of that missing company more than a 3.5-month blitz of the calendar bombarding us with festive event after festive event, all of this taking place during the age of social media where the joy of our peers is on full display. Joy derived from the happiness they experience from merely existing in each other's company, and thus joy that is inaccessible to those of us missing a type of company we've never had. What makes romantic loneliness an especially formidable dragon is that successfully slaying it requires external forces out of one's control. Loneliness has no easy solution since the solution requires the consent of two parties, yourself and the individual who fits the hole of your social wound. This is especially frustrating to those of us who consider ourselves problem solvers, those of us who are used to confronting problems by simply putting time and energy into them and sticking it out until we complete our hero's journey by finding the solution at the end of our great voyage. In my school years, if I wanted to improve my grades, I could simply put more time into studying because those efforts are mostly deterministic. If I want to get into better shape, I can simply eat healthier and exercise more because those efforts are mostly deterministic. But finding a compatible romantic companion is different. Sure, I can put extra time and effort into improving at dating or romance, but the game remains nothing more than probabilistic, which means I can chase this my whole life and still never find a willing partner. I can improve every aspect of my life, meet 100 women, ask all of them out, and get rejected by every single one because she is either attached or I am just not her type for at least one of virtually endless possible reasons. I am, however, thankful for some things this season brings. The cooler, shorter days are pleasing to a Raymond soul who favors darkness over light, and the excuse to hide within outerwear. Autumn also brings basketball, and with it a nostalgia for the days of my childhood when I revolved my life around the sport. As averse to holidays and traditions I can be, they do give me extra motivation to get out of my comfortable San Francisco bubble once in a while, and to show off the cooking skills of my family before we spend hours catching up with stories of our family past. The additional days away from work due to office closures give me both the mental breaks necessary to keep me sane through seasonal depression while also giving me additional hours to dedicate to creative exploration through personal art or design projects, such as the video I'm grateful you're watching right now. I suppose I could also count the additional time to watch movies as air quote creative exploration. And of course, the autumn season brings some of the most interesting colors. Some of those colors come from nature itself, or at least the parts of nature sprinkled throughout the concrete jungle. And some of those colors come from the manifestation of our human obsession with holidays that decorate our cities and our homes. I'm just glad the holiday season brings peppermint bark, which has made its way back into stores and back into my chocolate collection. Yes, this is a time of year to remember to be thankful, but this is not the time of year to weaponize the concept of gratitude towards those who appear to be struggling. Logical, grounded positivity is never bad, but toxic positivity is not the solution to anything. We all experience seasons differently. I'm hoping that giving you a small window into how I express mine will be of some value to both you and me for how we experience these seasons.